Right, in this video, I just want to break down a cool way you can source Twitter leads using AI to essentially take like a huge CSV, a list of leads, and only output the ones that are actually qualified so that you can reach out to and put into an automation like Drippy. So the problem with Drippy, like I find, is just horrible for just keywords and stuff, because you can go to leads, you can import leads, and then you can filter for some keywords. But sometimes the accounts that you get from that are a lot of the time just unqualified people that have nothing to do with who you can help or the actual service you want to provide. So what I've done is created like an AI prompt that takes a huge CSV from an account's following that I've scraped. So as an example, here's a huge CSV that I've got. All you do is download this CSV. So if you go into Drippy, you scrape the accounts that you want to, you get the following list, and then you get a CSV from that. Then what you do is I've actually made a ChatGPT project that can take a huge CSV. It can take like upwards of like, I think, like 100 megabytes. So it can take like a list of 50,000 plus leads easily. And I've created a project that takes the CSV as the input and then runs this prompt on it to actually output the agency owners. So then I can take those agency owners and put them into Drippy. And so it bumps up all my KPIs, reply rates, appointment booking rates, because most of the leads that I'm reaching out to are actually qualified agency owners. So this is going to apply for your niche, of course. But what you can do is structure it like how I have. I'm just going to break down like how I've made it, and you can essentially just structure it for whatever your niche is, whether your coaches, consultants, whether it's whether like it's realtors, whether it's like, I don't know, lawyers, whatever, like whatever niche is on Twitter and they're on Twitter, you can use a prompt like this to find them, to essentially make your list more targeted, because Drippy itself can sometimes be just horrible. So this is the prompt. So you are classifying social media buyers to identify genuine agency owners offering client-facing marketing services. So qualified agency buyers include if clearly offer structured marketing services done for you systems or client-facing services. So like, for agencies, I know there's like, email marketing, SMS marketing, like cold outreach, performance ads for like e-com, funnels, CRO, client acquisition, appointments, book calls, inbound content, organic acquisition, all those ghostwriting agencies you see. Automation, it's a huge thing. People are doing a lot of AI stuff, so that's part of it as well. B2B lead generation, no matter what it's for. And the good thing about this is it's like actually critically reasons through a buyer, because what you're going to do is, because Drippy scrapes the buyer and not just the username, it's going to analyze the buyer for these things, and it's not going to do it by keywords, it's going to do it by reasoning. And so this is one thing AI is actually insanely good for. So what you can do is, like I said, just put a CSV in like this. I've also got like this weird thing like latent agency signals, which is accounts that like could be qualified, and then I manually check them whether or not to add them to the list that's already made, in case it's missed a few, because it's not perfect, but it's pretty accurate. So a lot of followers of accounts, this is another thing I got to add, a lot of followers of accounts have really like weird followers, because it's like bots and people just follow anyone, and so I have to disqualify things as well. So vague entrepreneurship, so do you know all those accounts that are like motivational, mindset focused, coaching or training, influencers, UGC, software development, all those like crypto, community builder, essentially all the crap that you want to remove from the list, because when you do it in Drippy, it might find a positive keyword. So if you do like outreach as a keyword, or if you do founder, if you do like booked calls, if you do anything like that, someone might have that in their bio, but they might have completely irrelevant shit in it as well, which makes them unqualified, because half of them have like all these hashtags and all this stuff that just is not qualified lead. So geographic exclusion, so this is location. So anyone from third world countries, which like literally can't really afford my services, so that's why it's even more qualified list for me. Whatever your niche you're in, whatever works. You can also do a certain location filtering if you're wanting to target people like only in the UK, US, or like only in Australia, whatever. You can also do that as well. So it's not limited to excluding countries. You can also like include countries as well, specific ones that you want to target. So then I just give it an output structure. So username, bio, and service tag. So I want to make sure it's actually giving me accounts that are qualified, and so I get it to put a tag next to the bio that it outputs, which essentially tells me what it is. So whether it's email marketing, whether it's cold outbound, performance ads, funnels, CRO, client acquisition, whatever. Then I've got all these accounts that I've outreached to before as examples to essentially run this like it's like semantic reasoning. It's this like weird thing, but like it takes the bios that essentially I've validated to be agency owners, for example, helping B2B companies get 10 to 30 calls a month through cold email and LinkedIn outreach. So I know that's a very qualified account. And so it's also going to cross-reference the accounts that I've already validated with its own prompt. And so it's even more accurate. So for example, like this one, helping founders grow via cold email systems. So that one would be as well. Automations to scale your client, like all those would be as well. But like I've given it ones to disqualify like crypto enthusiasts, building NFT, because you want to just essentially get rid of all those followers. And so this is actually the whole prompt. And like I said, you can actually do this for any real niche. So for example, if I want to, I'll give an example. If I want to do this for like coaches and consultants, like I can just say to ChatGPT, instruct an AI model to analyze a big CSV lead list to find coaches and consultants, which is and so what you do is you just start with this, and we'll see what it does. Oh, and to actually run the prompt, all you do is take the CSV that I got from this Gmail, put it into the project I've made, into the prompt that I've made, and it will just do it for you and then output the right thing. So this is how it's starting. It's doing some complicated stuff, but explicit mention in bio. So it's not going to be perfect at the start, but you obviously have a good understanding of your niche, so you can just adjust it how you see fit. So it doesn't have to say like helping startups scale through tailored business coaching leadership. Example of Clearfile. Like it's already going to give stuff because I've run prompts before, but essentially you can take it through multiple stages until you've got it perfect to the type of niche, type of bio that you actually want. So coach consultant might have, helping X market get, X amount of clients in how many days, or helping people start agencies, because like a lot of coaches, consultants, they can help agency owners. And so you can get all the people that you've outreached to, and you can do the same thing I've done with agency owners, but just for your niche. So you get all the bios that it's used, plug them into this AI prompt, and it's going to make a bio that is, it's going to make a prompt that is going to make sure that it gets those accounts that you've already validated before. And this is one of the insane things with AI. I don't know when this happened that you could just plug huge CSVs into ChatGPT, because I'm pretty sure you weren't able to do this. But now, after this new update, you can put a list of 50 to 100k leads, and it analyzes the whole thing in a minute. So it's just insane. And obviously, once you end all of this, it's going to give you a CSV format. You essentially just download it. If I have an example, I think, just to have a look, there should be one here. So this is one I did before, and so it outputted 1,268 agencies from a huge list that I had, and it just has the CSV here. I'm not sure why that's not working, but essentially you download the CSV, you go into Drippy, you go into leads, you just new lead source, and then you just do CSV import, and it's not working right now, but you just you put this CSV straight into Drippy, then it's just going to import them, use some lead credits, and then you can plug those leads into the automation that you want to start, and it just bumps up everything, like your reply rate, your appointment booking rate, because they're all qualified leads. So that's a huge thing for outreach in general, just the actual qualified leads, because it doesn't really matter what message you're sending if the leads are crap. And so yeah, this video just covers a cool way to use AI to scrape these kind of leads and stop, wasting time doing it all manually. This takes 40 seconds once you've set it all up, and it stops you from reaching out to unqualified leads as well. So hope it helps you guys. Cheers.